What's up, world? What's up, everybody? It's your man, Wasted Talent, coming to you real early today. Got some things I gotta run and do, but a little later we're gonna be pulling up on y'all later tonight, doing a radio or audio broadcast, and we'll put it out a little later. Might do another live later, but I had a few things I needed to get off my mind. Those who are here, and I appreciate you. Those who aren't, hopefully you hit the rewind and see this later. But this has very little to do with Raider football, and it has everything to do with, what I've been seeing in the media. It's really, really been bothering me. And I wanted to pull up on y'all, have a little banter, little discussion. We can get into football, but in lieu of the carnage yesterday down in Texas, I didn't think it would be right for me to continue to do this without first acknowledging what happened. I know it's a football podcast, but we're not insulated from the troubles and the problems of the world. We are human beings. And for some reason, this, what's going on, Nation's Own? Raider Purge, what's up, y'all? For some reason, man, this has really, really been bothering me, man. I'm not going to get up here and talk about gun control or politics or who should be in office or who shouldn't. But what I will talk about is from the perspective of being a dad, right? And being the husband of a woman who's in education and having relatives who are in education and friends who are in education and having, high school age kids and middle school age kids. What I will say is this. We spend a lot of time worrying about shit that just doesn't matter. We spend a lot of time protecting things that don't really matter. Let me tell you something, man. We have actual guards who walk money in the bank so the banks won't get robbed. We have bulletproof glass at chicken shacks. We have armed guards in shopping malls. What I will say is this. The future children are the most precious resource that we have. Without the future, without kids, humanity can't go on. And what we got to do as a society is we got to get our heads screwed on straight, and we got to protect that. That's the most important thing. Now, I don't know, we have some legislators who are getting on and they're talking about we got to do something, and we got to like as if they're not the ones who set the table for a lot of the stuff that goes on. But what I will say is this. And I ain't really having time to really think about what I was going to say when I came on here, because I'm really speaking from the heart. We got to make sure, man, that no matter what happens going forward, that this kind of shit just can't continue to happen, man. Like, I'm sick of turning on my television every week and seeing that kind of disgusting nonsense happen. And then people file it away and then we move on to the next thing. And I kind of put myself in the shoes of some of these people, because I'm like, well, damn, 22 people lost their lives. People's children, they're not going to see their children when they come to pick them up. And for me, I don't want to live in a world where my kids are no longer here. Seriously, man. Like, I don't want to live in a world where my wife is no longer here. And I don't want to put myself and insert myself in that kind of thought process, right? But you kind of almost have to. I am not saying that you can legislate your way out of the criminally insane. I am not saying that you can make laws to stop criminals. You can't, because people are going to commit crimes. They're going to break. That's what it is. You break the law. That's what happens, right? But what we have to do is we have to protect our most precious resource. We have to. Now, does that mean that we have armed guards at every school? Maybe. Does that mean that We have, police officers. We got police officers that watch supermarkets and stuff. And, we had a situation in Buffalo, and that hasn't gone unnoticed. But there's like a undercurrent and a lack of love that's going around this planet that is very, very, very disturbing. And it's just, I don't know what it is. And I know that my platform is not the platform where we talk about things like this. We normally talk about Raider football, guys. But I couldn't just, I wanted to talk about what was going on with Gruden, and I wanted to talk about, the court case today. And it's just like, I can't get this shit off my mind. I'm just sitting here reading the paper early in the morning before I go to work. And I'm just like, man, what the hell is happening? What's happening? What's going on in this world where we have this many sick people running around that want to harm kids, man? Like, how come nobody ever breaks into a prison and tries to shoot that up? Let me give a shout out to all of y'all, man. Nation Zone, Raider Purge, my peoples, Van City Raider, Vinny Thomas, Sergio Burgos, Clockwork Steez, my dude, what's good with you? Dre the Great. I am Brown, my guy. What's up, man? 46 of y'all in here, man. I'm surprised there's many of y'all in here right now, man. Van City Raider. We need to talk about this shit because hate is not okay ever. Thank you, Van City, man. I'm sorry, man. I just had to talk to my nation peoples, man. Sometimes I gotta use y'all for therapy, man. Because let me tell you something, man. It's not sitting right. My brother Sultan Mir is in a place to be, man. Mir, what's going on, bro? Sultan, what's up, man? Sean Johnson, what's up, man? Me and Sean been talking in the inbox, man, and I just, like, every day I wake up, Halo Raider hits me, I hit him. That's my guy. I hit my Mount Shieldmore brothers. We talk in the inbox. It's like a brotherhood. Sean Johnson, every single day we talk about football. We talk about moves and stuff like that. Sean, to tell you, yesterday, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I didn't have any bandwidth for that shit. I really didn't, man. And normally I'll talk Raider football from sun up to sundown. I have no bandwidth for it, man. It's just, to me, it's just heartbreaking, man. And I just had to get it off my chest, man. I'm sorry, man. I ain't, like, listen, man, y'all pull up with me. If y'all pull out, I understand, man. I just had to get it off my chest, man, and talk to my nation family. You know what I mean? Kenny Mac, so father, I can't imagine the pain of those children's family, and I can't either, bro. And I don't, listen, like, a lot of the times I try not to tune into the news. I try not to, because there's so much going on, man, that I kind of have tunnel vision. I'm kind of worried about, moving my family forward, protecting my children, protecting my wife, and I try to focus on being happy. I try to focus on, building. I try not to focus on negativity. You know what I mean? Like, I try to focus on influencing the young people around me. I try to build shit. I try to put on, you know what I mean? Like, when we get into this Raider Nation space, since I've come into this, I haven't even been in it. This is my 3rd month in, maybe my 4th month, I think. So I just got into this. And since I've gotten into it, my main focus has been getting with like-minded individuals and moving the Raider Nation forward, because it's important to me, right? That's really what I got into this for. Everything else that comes with it is cool, right? But it's, for me, it's all about putting on for the nation. And that's the reason why, like, my brothers, that Mount Shieldmore, that's what we all about, right? But this right here is something that I just felt like I needed to talk about, man. I'm sorry, man. Xavier Foster. Shootings happen every day in the hood. And Xavier, you're right. It does. Shit like this needs to be approached with a sound mind and not a soft heart. Where was the security? And see, bro, listen, and that's my point. Xavier Foster. That's the thing, man. See, it needs to get to a point, man, where it's not just easy to walk up and do shit like this, because, bro, my kids are in school right now, bro, And I'm concerned, bro. My wife is at work right now. And I'm concerned. Like it's to the point where I almost want to go and call out of work and go sit in front of all of their schools and patrol their schools. It's just weird, man. It's a weird feeling, man. It is a weird feeling, man. That's one of the reasons why, you know, me and my brothers, you know, at Men of Order, we're coming out with a homeschooling initiative, because this shit is just getting crazy out here, man. Kenneth Bryant, my guy, what's going on, Kenneth? And see, the thing about it is, yeah, things do happen in the hood every day, bro. Y'all come from that. But you know what, man? Look, when you talk about the harming of innocence, it hits a little different. See, like in the street, there's a fair exchange of certain things that happen. Every guys are doing the wrong. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong. I mean, not anything wrong, but I'm not saying that it's, you know, people's lives mean more than others, right? But when you talk about harming innocence, bro, that's a different kind of evil that we're dealing with. That's a different kind of evil we're dealing with, bro. Like, there's a fair exchange of shit that you take on when you get into the street life. When you get into the street life, you know you can be harmed. You know you can harm others. There's an exchange that you put out there and you accept that. Now, do innocent people get hurt? Yes. But when we're talking about this, man, this is on a large scale, man, where we got innocents being harmed, bro. And we got to find a way to make schools a safe place. We got to find a way to make schools a safe place. The streets are the streets. That's another issue that we always try to tackle, right? But when we talk about little kids going to learn, going to be happy, going to be with their friends, that shit is different, man. It's different. It ain't the same, bro. So, like, I'm going to be honest with you, man. We can figure out everything else. They can come and they can put all this regulation on people for taxes and homes and how high your fence can be. You know, all this bullshit. You have to have a permit to open up a barbershop and all of this fucking bureaucracy and nonsense. Right? But we can't figure out a way to protect kids and teachers to just go to school and be kids. Just be innocent. Just play kickball. Just crack on your friends and eat lunch. They got to worry about some asshole coming in there with armor and harming them. And we as parents can't just go to work and say, you know, my kids are at school, they're safe, they're cool. Bro, and listen, yo, fuck you, my guy. Yo, this is what really sent me over the edge. That DNA had to be pulled to identify these children, bro. Listen, man. This kind of evil, this kind of act, yo, I don't want to hear anything from anybody. Like, we all come out, we all say things, it's terrible. Listen, things need to be done on a macro level. On a micro level, man. My bad. It needs to be done in spaces like this with normal people. Because, you know what I'm saying, we are the heroes that we've been waiting for. I think President Obama said that in one of his books or something like that. He said, we are who we've been waiting for or something. I don't mean it, you know, but that's a powerful thought. We are the people that we're looking to save us. We live in a society. We are society. We need to change it. We need to change it, bro. And I'm not saying that, you know, we need to go and y'all, yo, I appreciate, hey, Bobby V, I appreciate it, bro. But yo, please don't send me no supers, bro. I'm cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just needed to get, like, yo, I don't want to seem like I'm in here for that, because that's what I'm not here for. I'm just here to talk to the nation, bro. I'm here to talk to my brothers, my sisters that's pulling up on me. You know what I'm saying? We got almost 100 in the room, yo. Now, I appreciate that, bro, but that's not what I'm here for today. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be doing a benefit. I'm going to get together with my brothers in Mount Shilma. We're going to try to put together a benefit to send some aid to them people down there in Texas, man, to send aid to people in Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're going to put together. Because, you know what I'm saying, man, I want to be part of the solution, man, not a part of the problem. I don't want to stir up no negativity, man. I want to make sure that if I'm getting on here and we all getting on here, man, and we talk Raider football and we have a good time, that we do good too. My brother Dirty pulled up, man. Yo, what's up? Much love to you, King. What's up, brother? Yo, enough is enough. We need to have some psych tests for people getting a gun permit. But see, Dirty, the thing about it is it needs before we even get to that point, things need to change, and there need to be fail safes in line for people in schools. Like, yo, they need to make sure that every school that you got 2 people that are armed, 2, 3 people, cop out in the front. Seriously. Because you can't stop the criminally insane from happening. We have a sick society where we feed off of negativity. We have a society where we have violent video games and violent movies and kids that have a lack of love in their life. Then every day where, you know, when we were growing up, because Dirty and I, we were around the same age, we used to go outside and we played and we kind of developed who we were as a person, and we weren't isolated. I think the individualism in life now is the sickness in society. Social media and being ostracized and going home and seeing people put out there what they want to put out on social media, and you thinking and ingesting that that's real life, and being on your own and not having a sounding board to tell you that this shit ain't real, bro. The things they putting up, some of these dudes doing a money phone and the phone, the cars, the mansion, the shit's rented. You don't have to have it all figured out when you're 18 years old. Who the hell does, right? You don't have to have it all figured out when you're 16 or even when you're 24, 25. You don't have to. I think we got a lot of kids who, and men, young men, who are not being steered in a proper direction because they're isolated. And then the worst thing about being isolated is being an observer of people living on a level that you can't even fathom. Dirty, my guy. But yo, regardless of anyone's opinion on this matter, it's all love and respect. We could do better, that's for sure. And that's how I feel. I respect where everybody's coming from with this. I respect it. Whatever your stance on it is, I respect it. Because yo, that's how the change happens, right? When you talk about it, it's an exchange of ideas, and then that's how you get to the crux of the issue, right? If they can create jobs for on-campus, on-security, sign me up. Raider Purge. Facts. Latif Cooks, a universal background check is not going to stop a person from shooting a group of people or a person, and that's a fact too, bro. It's easy to get a gun beyond a gun store. Life is full of effed up uncertainties. Life waits for no one. It's terrifying but true. Good security helps mitigate casualties, but there's no fix-all. Listen, Xavier, Wasted is not saying that it's going to fix it all. But you know what, man? You can damn sure mitigate some of the loss. You can damn sure make it to where schools aren't a place for cowards to go and harm kids. You can damn sure do that. We can do better. We can do better. That don't work because it has not worked. The last school shooting, security jumped out of the window and left his post. Now, see, Dirty, what I mean is we're not talking about a security guard sitting there. I'm talking about armed, trained security and police officers and measures to protect the kids in the front. I'm talking about gates, bulletproof glass. I'm talking about people that just, I don't know what I'm talking about, but it's got to be better than this. You shouldn't be able to just walk up into a school campus. There has to be a line of demarcation between you being able to just walk up to a school after the kids are already in it. You shouldn't be able to even be admitted on campus unless you show your ID and you're a parent and you call ahead of something. Something has to change, bro. And teachers being strapped, that's not the answer to me, Cash Lord, because you have a lot of teachers who are dealing with things. And yo, It takes a certain kind of person to squeeze that pistol. Everybody's not built for that. That's why teachers are in classrooms, because they are loving people. My wife's a teacher. My wife could never shoot anybody. That's not how she's wired. But she's the kind of person that would jump over kids and try to save their life. Wait a minute, Dirty. Oh no, I saw that one. These incidents almost occur on a daily basis, and it's like a sick-minded people out here trying to do other people harm. That's right, man. Nation Zone. It's a slippery slope because several video evidence of cops, armed guards using excessive force with children as well. And it is, right? So what I will say to you is that the job of the protection needs to be to defend the front of the school. They shouldn't even have any interaction with the students. The students should be dealt with by the faculty. But when you talk about people who are coming on campus, that is what I mean. Those professionals shouldn't even have any dealings with the kids. Good morning, y'all. Salute. Salute, everybody. Salute, man. Yo, it's crazy how many of y'all pulled in here. Our tax money pays these cops to pull us over and extort people, and we can't post a competent armed officer. That's a fact, bro. That's right. Yo, I feel that, Dirty. That's a fact right there, bro. Parents have to do a better job of raising their kids. There are a lot of people in here who are good parents as young men who grew up with my grandparents. I see parents like Docs and Wasted involved. Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. But, to be honest with you, bro, there are a lot of parents who are doing a good job. And just for whatever reason, man, there are things that are happening to our children, man, that happen to our children once we don't have our hands on them anymore. There are things that are happening to children based off of the things that they see and the things they ingest. And we try the best we can to mitigate that. But none of us are perfect. We don't see everything. I don't see everything my children do. I'm trying to raise good kids that are going out into society. I try to be the kind of man when I walk into the building at their school that could be respected. I try to be that. I am that. I'm gonna say it. I am that. But you know what? It's not just about the kids in your house. It's about all of the children that are around you, all of the young people that are around you, man. It's about being who you say you are. You know what I mean? And I think that really helps, man. Just Win Baby Podcast. What's up, man? Thank you for pulling up, man. Dre the Great said our taxes are going to the Ukraine. That's a whole nother ball of wax. I ain't getting into that. This day and age, U.S. spends $40 billion a year on DHS and $20 billion a year on TSA. Yep. See, you know what the funny thing is, man? Once you start getting the powers that be involved, they take everything and pervert it, right? So we had, what happened on 9/11, and then we got TSA out of that. But TSA works, I guess, whatever. But when we talk about school zones and people, like, we have to come up with something better than this, man. Kyle Hope, I agree, Wasted. You need well-armed officers posted outside the front of the school and to check individuals approaching the school while school is in session. And that's all I ask for, bro. I don't need the kids being in the building with them, the armed guards being in the building with them. Agree. This is a cultural / societal issue, not a political issue. Weak, broken people do messed up shit. It takes a village. Cassius Cam, my brother. See, Cassius Cam, y'all gotta understand something. This is my brother, man. This is my actual friend. This is my guy, Cass. You ain't have to do this, bro. Like, we just in here, we kicking it, bro. We kicking it, man. I appreciate the donation, bro. But like, I don't want to come on here like I'm in here capping for bread, man. I just really wanted to talk to everybody because it was bothering the hell out of me. I needed to get my mind right before I go out here and go to work today. You know what I mean? Fuck you. Teachers are trained to teach. They shouldn't be obligated to train to shoot. Like Wasted said, it takes a certain kind of person willing to pull the trigger. That's a fact, bro. G-Town, my guy, man. Yo, see, I understand something about G-Town, man. G-Town was like one of my first, like, he might be my first subscriber, yo. This guy is an amazing guy, man. I appreciate all his support throughout my journey doing this, man. I appreciate you, brother. Good morning, Wasted. Prayers to everyone involved in yesterday's tragedy. Our children deserve better than this. Yeah, they definitely deserve better than this, bro. And that's why it's bothering the hell out of me, bro. I'm telling y'all don't have to send no supers right now, bro. I appreciate y'all, man. But yo, I came on here to kick it with y'all, man, because I just had to get, I don't know. I just had to talk about it before I go to work. I don't know what it was, man. I just had to, bro. This day and age, just video games are the problem. So many parents allow their kids to play these games but pay no attention to the kid. And that's a fact. We got to stop letting these devices babysit our kids. You know, we have to step in here. We got to actually talk to our kids. We got to find out, like I put something out this weekend about me talking and sitting down with my oldest daughter and actually listening to her. I listen to my daughters now because they're old enough to really tell me how they feel about shit. It's not all about, well, do as I say and not as I do and all of that kind of shit, or do as I say and all that stuff. It's more so about trying to hear where they're coming from and rationalizing the mistakes that they might be making, or maybe they might be onto something. Like my daughter taught me something this weekend, bro. It's all about listening to what's going on in their mind and the way they see things. And I got to realize something. We say the more things change, the more they stay the same. That is the truth. But this world is a lot different now. And the way kids internalize things now is different. And they're dealing with some stuff that we didn't have to deal with. Like if you're having a problem in school now, when we were kids, you had that problem in school and you came home. And then that problem is waiting for you the next day, but it's not staring you in the face every minute of the day. Now, when you have a problem with somebody in school, you get on your computer at home to relax. They in your inbox making fun of you. They got the phone on you. They make some meme or some video that lives and could go viral. It's a lot of shit that these kids are really dealing with. And we got to make sure that we make them unplug from all of this shit. My wife, and you know what? A lot of this stuff that you could be, my wife being an educator and my wife being so smart and stuff, it's a lot of stuff that I messed up with. Where like, yo, my kids wanted certain video games. Me being a big kid, I just bought it for them. And I didn't consult with my wife, and I should have, because she was right. My wife didn't let my kids, when they were in their formative years, she didn't let them just watch SpongeBob and shit like that. My wife would only let my kids watch things they can learn from. She would let them read. She bought them leap pads and stuff like that. She wouldn't allow them to have any regular video games. Every game had to be about learning, and that's why my daughters are so damn smart now. And I was the one who was like, yeah, you can have a PlayStation. Yeah, you can have an Xbox. Here's the Nintendo Switch. Here's my iPhone. Here, you can play with the games on my phone. And I'm the one who brought that into our household. And I shouldn't have. Because I'm a kid of the 80s, you know, like we had all of that shit. Why not, right? And I know there's got to be some balance. But the one thing that my wife even does now, my daughter's in high school, is that she makes sure when they're on the devices that they have screen time limits, and she takes them devices from them. And we check our kids' devices. And my kids know that they should have no expectation of privacy in our house. We definitely do that. We can't go to school, church, grocery store without getting killed. Sad. That's a fact, Jersey boy. Tony Romero, our government is trying to pull our guns and make us change our amendments and our rights to bear arms. The political propaganda, and it's sad. And that's a piece of it too, Tony. Yo, thank you for the you know, the comment. SynCal Raider, wasted. Schools, churches, shopping centers are soft targets for sure. Evil will find a way, but surely can mitigate these tragic, senseless acts of violence or love. You speaking facts, bro. My brother Dirty. My son had those games, then his manners started changing, so I took them away from him. Now he's back to being himself. That's a fact, man. Dirty, great father, strong father. My brother. Kevin McCormick, our children are being used as pawns to change the Second Amendment. Disgusting. And that's a piece of it too, bro. Some of these games need not to be banned. Okay. Most schools in LA County got armed police officers on on campus. Facts, yo. Wasted. TSA fails 95% of the time when DHS does a test on them with fake weapons. TSA is a complete failure and a waste of money. They're there for groping mainly. Yeah, man. I got felt up last time I was in fucking Vegas, man. We did a 3-hour show about this last night, and I was so proud of how my chat responded and gave great solutions with America's. We need some real change, man. They have these same type of violent video games overseas, but conversely, their society is a lot different than ours, right? Their quality of life is a lot different than ours, Jamie Phillips. People overseas don't have the same overhead. People overseas have, you know, like months off for vacation, right? People overseas, a lot of them don't need a 2-family income, right? So they have these same video games, but there's a buffer there. See, our kids a lot of the times are being babysat by this stuff. And too much of anything is bad, man. Listen, cookies are not bad. But if you eat cookies from sun up to sundown, they become bad. And that's the problem with this kind of technology and stuff, man. And listen, we're not M85. We are not blaming music. We're not blaming it. What we need to do is we need to be buffers in what we accept. We need to be buffers on what is out there in the public eye for public consumption, what is out there for children to consume, what is out there for adults to consume, right? Now, see, the thing about it is there was a time where you turned television on and you knew that if you were watching regular television, it was a certain line that they would not cross because of the advertisers. And what we've done is we've moved that measuring stick further and further and further back, right? So now you have children being sexualized by cartoons. You have violence and things like that on a different level to where you can't mitigate it all as a parent because it's everywhere. And we need to make certain kind of behavior go back to a certain place. We've erased those barriers as society. There's certain barriers that should be there as far as I'm concerned. I don't care what anybody says. A lot of the media, that's the reason why it gets to the point where like, yo, I don't even watch television really. The only thing I watch is the Raiders and boxing and some basketball. It's the only thing I really watch. I don't watch the news. I read my news. I don't watch it because I don't need anybody putting their cut on it. When I see something happens, I go and I do my investigation and I form my opinion on what happens. And now my daughters are very, very, they watch like a lot of documentaries and they cherry pick the things they watch, but we don't watch national TV anymore. It's crazy, man. The courts need to sentence these mass shooters to some serious time. No, they need to be sentenced to death. James Moore, what is the deal, yo? No, people who do mass shooting should be sentenced to death. That's one thing, especially if you could substantiate that they're the one and they did it, they should be sentenced to death. Period. End of story. And it shouldn't go through all of this rigmarole to death. Public forum. M85. We're not blaming the media. What we're blaming is, and we're not blaming anyone. What we're saying is, as a society, we are the ones who control the temperature of the room. They only do what we allow them to do. They only put on things that we allow them to put on. What I'm saying is that let's blame ourselves. Let's change the temperature of the room ourselves and say, yo, we're not going to accept that. Take this off. Like, yo, let's go back to certain kind of values. Let's have a value structure. Let's have because people will tell you that being solid doesn't matter. People will tell you, having a belief structure doesn't matter. It matters, bro. It all matters. And we need to make it matter. That's the reason why, I don't change the way I move for nobody. You could call me old school all you want. I don't change the way I move, bro. Because there's certain shit that I ain't willing to accept, bro. That's just a fact. So that's what we're talking about. We ain't blaming the media, M85. And I appreciate your comment. What I'm saying is, it's a society, right? Having a call to arms like we're doing right now and saying, yo, there's certain shit we just ain't going to accept, and not being a pedestrian in what's going on around us anymore. Not allowing, like, yo, on fucking national TV during the Grammys, half naked girls to hump each other. And everybody, you get young people on Twitter and social media, oh, whatever happened to Little Kim and them was doing it. Yeah, they was doing it, but they wasn't doing it on national television on prime time. That's the difference. You wanted to see that kind of action, you had to turn on BT Uncut. You had to go in the box and order a Luke video to see that. It's got to be some barriers to this shit, bro. Dirty salute, my brother. Hey, Kevin Comic, thank you, brother. SinCal, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Yeah, James Moore. Me too. I gotta get rolling soon too, y'all. I gotta get ready for work, man. Working some OT today. You know what I mean? Cash, come on, bro. I think the biggest cause is there's so many distractions in the U.S. that people fail to focus on what's truly fulfilling, if that makes sense. No, that makes a ton of sense, bro. That makes a ton of sense, bro. Makes a ton of sense, man. See, the things that matter, man, are the things that, as young people, we had our grandmothers there for, right? See, like, I know in my culture, right? I think the big mistake that we bought into is this nuclear family kind of thing. Just the mom and the dad and the kid. We are made up of more than that. You know how many things I learned from my aunts and uncles? How many things I learned from my grandfather? How many things I learned from my wife's father and mother and her grandparents and her great aunts, elders. We have this thing where nobody can't say anything to my children. Well, you know what, man? That's bullshit, because, yo, there's something that's missing out here. There's a big piece, and it's called morality, and we're not instilling that in our children. And we are allowing that to be pushed to the wayside, and we cannot do that anymore. Hey, nah, we just talking about what happened out there yesterday, bro. Y'all chat. Y'all have a blessed one too, man. Yes, man. But for the first time since I've been old enough to comprehend, the officers shot and killed the shooter. Great, man. Coach Rader, if the police don't have to be held to a standard, how do we expect someone else to waste it? Now, see, what we're doing is we're conflating two different issues, right? We're talking about law enforcement officers where you have good and you have bad, right? Being bad at their job and doing certain things, right? And that's another issue, right? But what I'm talking about is protecting innocence, bro. And that's all that I'm talking about. Protecting innocence, protecting the future, bro. All of that other stuff, that's something that could be unpacked too, right? But see, we can't get into this whataboutism when we talk about protecting innocence. We can't talk about all of the social things that are going on. We got to focus on the problem, right? Because when you start focusing on every other problem, it gets lost in the wash, and then it becomes an argument. I am choosing to focus on my thoughts and my heart and my mind is on fixing how we protect the innocence in the mind and the heart of our kids, man. We keep allowing the media and politicians divide and manipulate us. We have to be responsible for what we allow instead of being entertained by Grammy winners instead of scholars. And Ty the Raider, this is my guy. Met him in Vegas. Love this dude, man. Couldn't sleep, bro. Couldn't sleep. Kevin Comment, you said I need to get Hotep on here? Yeah. That's coming. I'm definitely gonna call Hotep, man. That's my guy, man. It'll definitely come on. It's my partner, man. It'll definitely come on. It's no problem. But yeah, man. Stop watching the news because of the negativity on a daily basis. Stories are sprinkled on here. Understand We'll live to have some shows about these issues, yo. Word, man. But yo, listen, fellas. Hey, Kevin, I ain't even, yo, I had no idea. I had no idea. I'm gonna text my guy right now, man. But yo, listen, man. Hold up. Ray, my guy, man. Ray 76 NC. There should be a gate and an armed guard in front of all schools. That is a factory right there. A few armed guards. If we can have armed guards at every bank in America, we can have them in all our schools in America. We're doing an annual Fathers and Kids camping trip. We need to be better fathers and stand together and watch out for each other. Yeah, we just need to be a better society, bro. We need to be a better society, and we need to project what we put out in society and be better in that way, because it all matters, y'all. The music, the games, the culture, the move, all of it, who we are, how we talk to our kids, how we treat our kids, the things that we allow around us. Like, yo, if you're being abusive and being a dick to your kids, like the kind of guy that I am, I've had guys that I grew up with in the neighborhood I come from, bro, that don't take care of their children, and we can't be friends, bro. You can't be my friend if you don't take care of your kids. Finances and stuff, that's one thing. But if you just don't pull up on your kids, they'll never see you. You can't be my homie, yo. And this cats that I grew up with, from knee high to a fucking to an inchworm, bro, that I don't fucks with no more. That's what kind of dude I am. If you don't take care of your children, you don't do the right thing by your kids, we can't be friends, yo. Our kids are more likely to fall victim to a corrupt, egotistical cop than a random shooter. That's a fact. Ruben, man, come on, bro. Y'all, I'm not on here for this, bro. I appreciate y'all, bro. Like, but today, man, I just really want to talk. I appreciate this, bro. But come on, y'all. We need to have a more private, non-governmental funded security contractors. If school and airports had private security working for a new contract, will make security more efficient. Same thing with police cams. We need more third-party watching, and that's a fact, yo. I appreciate the love, Ruben Russ. You know, you my guy. You one of my first subscribers, bro. But yo, I appreciate. I don't want it to, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I am not here for this right today, man. I appreciate y'all though, bro. Dirty, speak the truth, bro. Society is too detached from reality. I'm too attached from an alternate reality. Without actual human interaction regularly, social media, video games, and technology is the gift and the curse. It is, man. Too much of anything is bad. Like I said before, cookies are delicious. Steak is delicious, right? Whatever you like, ice cream. But too much of anything is bad. And I think right now, society has had its fill of all of this digital shit. Ruben Russ, gotta put that back up, yo. Y'all, listen, man, this is amazing, bro. I just had to get some things off my chest, man. It's just on my mind. I'm gonna go try to focus. Love all of y'all, man. Tonight, Mount Shieldmore, we're gonna be doing audio podcasts. We might be going live tonight. I don't know. I might be going live. I hope that you all pull up on me. I love all of y'all. I appreciate all of y'all. This has been an amazing experience to just hear how everybody else is feeling. I just had to get it off my chest, man. And Tyler Rader, my brother, just put this up. The profound thought, man. It will always be hate and evil in this world. Anybody harming kids should be tortured and made an example of for anybody else thinking of doing something else in the future. And that is a fact, bro. Bro, I love all of y'all. I thank all of y'all, man. Y'all have a wonderful day, man. We gonna put our prayers up for the people down there in Texas, man. Put our prayers up for the people in Buffalo. We gonna put our prayers up for all of your children, all of your family, all my family, everybody. We gonna pray for this world, because right now, no matter what God that you subscribe to, no matter if you believe in God, hopefully you believe in good in the world. Let's pray for that. Let's pray for each other, and let's make sure that we try to be good citizens of this world before we're good at anything else. Peace, y'all. Much love and respect, man. Y'all have a good day.